Surely it's going to be something normal. The Isle of Disappointment. All right. There we go. All right. I don't know how many there are. Does it tell me? Three islands, okay. So then the next one might be this one, except we already explored this one, unless I missed something on this guy, which we very well could have. Did I miss something here? No. Okay. Mortar's Wrath. I'm just doing it for the experience points. Okay, but seriously though, like, triangle. Oh no. Oh no. Why is every ship faster than me? Good God. I feel like it has to be this island. That's the temple. I don't even know. I mean, the subterranean temple's where we just were. Oh, knock at the door of our quarters. We got, lulled by the soft rocking of the ship, you hover on the edge of drowsing when a light knock at your door rouses you to full consciousness. You open the door to find Oswald smiling at you from beneath rum-dimmed eyes. The aura of grog clinging to the sailors nearly enough to get you drunk by breathing. Hello there, Captain. I thought you might enjoy a little company in your bunk, if you know what I mean. Oswald's fingers played suggestively at the buckle of the sodden sailor's belt. Get your ugly ass out of my cabin. This is swell, though. I'm sorry, but I'm not interested. The mariner nods. Understood, I won't bother you again. You close the door and return to your desk. What the fuck, man? Oh, I mean, he was drunk. I was gonna say, like, let's just go in and just be like, hey, Captain, you want a sword fight? Time and a place, man. Oh, I wonder if it's this? Except that's like... I don't know. The heroic pickup line, right? Like, you don't just do that. You gotta get a rapport. That'd be like me, you know, I don't even know. I mean, I do know, but I'm not gonna say. The fetid vegetal smell of good word. The fetid vegetal smell of decay alerts you to the swamp before you stumble upon it. It extends far into the distance, overgrown with ancient trees and vines. Solid patches of ground are few and far between. Crossing the morass will likely demand many miles of arduous travel. All right, well, we're gonna forge ahead. With patience and some careful maneuvering, you manage to keep yourself and the others out of the stinking morass and on dry ground. You come upon a particularly boggy stretch surrounded by dense trees with not a single patch of dry ground in sight. With no way forward but through, you forge ahead into the bog. 5 hours passed. Okay. You're startled by a chorus of moaning voices. You spin around searching for the source, but the moans seem to come from every direction at once. Oh no. Through the trees, you spot a narrow deer trail. You may be able to get free of the bog that way, but there's no telling where it leads. Rusalkas? Yeah, that's what I could think too. Swamp hags? Who knows? It's probably those evil dryad things. We're gonna stand our ground. You'd rather make your stand here and deal with whatever lurks in this bog than risk a path that leads you know not where. Take it easy, Kibitz. Thanks for swinging by. I hope you rest well. You'll be pleased to know that vegetal is an actual adjective. Nice.
Finish them!
My god. Rotghasts. And skeletons. Oh, okay. I mean, this doesn't look too harrowing at first glance. Of course, Aloth is immediately engaged with bullshit, which needs to not be the case. Okay, the skeletons are just a non-issue. The Rotghasts also appear to be a This is what happens when we fight level-appropriate enemies, by the way. They have to be at least 4 levels higher than my party for the fights to be a challenge.
Might as well be hitting the water. Perfect.
You got this, Swell. You got this. Go, Swell, go. 5 hours of combat later.
Hey.
Derek, go help Swell. Boy's damage is just lacking.
As you wish.
Damn it.
Adair, stop getting in there. Aloth, stop getting into melee. No. Do not. Here we go. Rotghast Ravager. Now we're getting some more dangerous enemies. It looks like Goldleaf is just tanking the fucking world. Adair, do another charge. Skeletal Sorcerer, I say thee nay. So the first wave, they get harder and harder until you fight a legendary bog dragon zombie. That would be badass as fuck, though, man. I would be all over that.
Leave it to me.
And I know they do dragons because we had dragons in the first game. I remember being horrified by them. These things are grody looking, though, I have to say. I love them. They remind me of, with the, God, I don't even remember which Reaper Bones Kickstarter it was. It was a couple of years back. I say a couple, so it was probably like, 2003 or something. There's these like pirate zombies that have like lampreys like snaking through their bodies, and they have like a bunch of open wounds and shit, and they're very gross looking, and that's what these things remind me of. All right, more levels. Very exciting. Spellcaster levels are always interesting to me because that's where the good stuff is. I'm gonna give Goldleaf spell shaping, I think. And weapon-wise, we'll give her flails. All right, the ranger. Ranger is complicated. We'll give brutal takedown so that the knockdown hopefully works a little bit more effectively. Okay, so she's good with Arquebus. We give her, I'm gonna give her pistols as well. Aloth. I don't know what we're gonna do with Aloth. Do I give him spell shaping as well? I think I'm gonna give Aloth spell shaping as well. So that we can like more reliably fireball. A lovely name for this island. Bavarian, Austrian. Oh my goodness, that is a good. Yeah, we'll go with that. Assuming that you're being honest, which I don't know if I trust you, Ela. Ela the duplicitous gaming cat. But we'll see. Maybe chaotic evil, but I am honest. Fair enough. All right, we find a ruined tower. Let's search it. Some gold. We find some flint and tinder. Oh, we find a grimoire. Hell yeah. What is that? Ray of fire, bounding missiles, arcane dampener, essential phantom. This doesn't appear to be too interesting to me. That having been said, it's still going to go into Aloth's inventory. Oh, that's interesting. You can actually have grimoires as quick items. That's good to know. All right, and then we have some catacombs. A lush, narrow valley lies before you. You spot an overgrown stone structure built into the valley's side in the distance. Before the structure spreads a broad field peppered with ancient plinths and mounds of cracked stonework. As you move closer, you discover that the stone structure is actually the entrance to a crypt. Though the doorway is thick with mud and as damp as sweat-slick skin, you continue down into the dark. Unlike the non-essential, exactly. The essential phantom will be told that it's a hero and then discarded after the pandemic, whereas the non-essential phantom is expected to die for its country because of poor leadership. Revenant Ogre. Alright. And a Vampire. What the fuck is a Vampire? Oh my god. I assume that's supposed to be like this game's version of vampires. Death Guard, Fanatic. Okay, so enemies are... We're getting some stuff here. Let's, So how... Oh yeah, wow, we can really... It's all ogre now, exactly. Let's wait for this to... Oh yeah, being able to shape these spells is gonna be good. Yes. All right, we're apparently just aggroing the entire... Oh, that's unfortunate. We're just aggroing the entire crypt all in one go here.
It's beyond me. See that, Ichi?
I'll leave Aloth alone. He's terrible. We summon ads. We summon ads.
Looks like I'm here to stay.
Hey, watch it with that.
Oh, she's gonna go down. And her dog or her bird died. Rip. Okay. Further fuego, please. No. Can I get all of them? I can. Gold leaf. Get more healing. Gold leaf, you botched your healing. That's unfortunate.
That looks complicated.
Okay, Adair's... I was wondering where Adair was.
Our number is diminishing. I'm feeling...
Yeah, this is going mildly pear-shaped, and by mildly I mean completely. All right, Swell, this is all you.
I'm afraid.
I mean, I guess to a lesser extent Adair, but... Yeah, I don't think Swell can handle, like, half a dozen things on his own.
Attack.
It's not like Games Workshop trying to use copyright names. Yeah, they do that. All right, let's, That was interesting. It very much felt like we just aggroed the entire crypt all at once there.
Pure garbage. Looks like.
Let's see if we can maybe not do that.
Hey.
No, we wait.
Don't see
Everybody
why not.
waits. Cause like it's fine until like 30 more things come in. Hey, Noel, good to see ya. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hope you're doing well. I'm gonna shout you out here really quick. Mild is fun, very chill, easy to listen to. Mostly art streams, if that's your jam. But they do some other stuff. They did a visual novel stream the other day that was fucking hilarious. Highly recommended. So why did I aggro everything the first time? I'm doing okay, I'm glad. I'm glad to hear that. Always.
Of course. Take a go. Over there.
Huh?
Looks like trouble.
Maybe they were just wanderers.
Hey. Yeah?
I love it that they trigger their own traps. It makes me so happy. Whoa, okay, vampires can apparently teleport. That's
Tell me.
rather irksome.
Oh?
Do I want to get... I'm gonna hold off on the tentacles for now. No, maybe I need to get the tentacles going, because otherwise our ranger's going to die. Currently eating breakfast as the sun is approaching the horizon. Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
That's it.
Sounds like a good time.
Sorry, friend. Can't. Right?
Yeah, okay. Just lobbing the fireballs. Trying not to die. Where is Adair at? Where's Goldleaf? Goldleaf, get some more healing going. Oh, Swell is taking damage. What is this life? Oh, it's that thing doing it. I was gonna say, where's all this damage coming from? But no, there's nastiness in this group. I feel like when we kill these, God, what was it? I think the vampires, when they go down, they spawn shades, which are actually quite dangerous. Maybe that's why we got bodied so bad last time. Okay, what I want to do now, I want to revive. I want to revive the ranger. Dare charge. Okay, Ranger's up. I need to get her out of melee.
Not a problem, Captain.
I have a plan. I'm gonna revive the Ranger and I'm gonna summon ads. Daryl will get back onto his feet here momentarily. I'm gonna do Guan's Pledge for healing. Assuming he can survive.
Tell me.
Holding my guts
Okay.
in, Captain.
Alright. Things are going. Let's get some healing out. Undead's so arrogant they throw shade at you before they're terrible. Terrible. Bad. There are no dying.
I'm here.
That's it.
I'm listening.
Oh, her bird died. I was gonna say, revive your companion. Make your companion knock this guy down. Hello, airport noises. You may go now. There we go. That was a hell of a fight. Holy shit. Ooh, Reckless Brigandine. What do we have here? Go Not Quietly. Plus 5% action speed in melee. Plus 1 enemies engaged. Plus 2 armor rating. This is actually some really good armor. And we can further enchant it into the Breach. Melee weapon damage increases as the wearer loses health. Armor rating increases as the wearer loses health. And then Seeing Red. Plus 1 health per 3 seconds for 9 seconds when critically hit. Healing increases as wearer loses health. I'm not huge on effects that require you to be dying for them to proc, but downloaded the VOD of that stream, so you're going to be making a compilation of every time Flo said, what? Yes. Glorious. Flo needs that what redeem. It was friggin' hilarious that character's just entire personality. It's the whole, it reminds me of, I've talked about it previously, like the Metal Gear Solid thing, where Solid Snake's methodology of questioning anyone is basically just repeating what they said back to them, and they just feed him more and more information. And that was just Flo's entire character. Nanomachines? Metal Gear? Well, that's evil.
See that, Ishi?
That needs to die.
What have we here?
Flo picked that character to voice all by himself. I mean, hey, sometimes things just work out perfectly. Now I've got to go back because I only caught like maybe the last, I don't know, hour or so of the stream, I think. I want to watch the first bits of it because what I saw was hilarious. And y'all were having a good time too. Like, and that makes it more fun as well. Because everybody was just like laughing and, you know, making fun of it and stuff. And that's great. It's, you know, a bunch of friends hanging out, taking the piss out of video games being weird. Good stuff. Good stuff. I need Scissors 61. Good lord. All right, where's Ela's weird name at? Where is it? Please let me just copy paste this. Oh, thank Christ. There we go. I'm not even gonna try to pronounce it. But boy howdy, it's there. Okay, so this is it. This is it. So now, oh no, that's our boat. Aha! So now we go back to Neketaka. As I clear my throat.
Welcome back, welcome back. It is a pleasure to see you once again. Tell me, how is the sailing? Smooth? Nothing to delay your expedition, I hope. How might I assist you? I could not have hoped for a better partner in this endeavor. Your well-deserved pay, of course. Why stop here? We're making good headway, and you've certainly proven yourself. I'm sending you far out west this time, past Port Mage, past the Wakara Reef, and even the Kangati Islands. Nobody's been out that way in ages. All manner of dark stories. I'm sure you'll be fine. I'll be waiting.
Is my oh weird. Oh, that's because I was yeah, I'm sorry. That's because I coughed. Ah, thank you for letting me know. The whole time, well, you didn't miss anything. I mean, we were just talking with an NPC. For an hour. Oh, that's horse shit. Nice try. A for effort. But I don't think I had my mic muted when I talked about like Noelle and the neon signs on her on her stream, because like they looked fucking good. Top shelf, etc., etc. We just imagined what you said and reacted accordingly. That's some fucking
Welcome
wizardry.
back. Looking for
Must
anything?
be nice. Oh look, we can buy magical things. Launches a cone that can knock back and stun things. No, like I think that they were like that's a very clever way to do things. It gave that stream such a mood. I fucking love it. Do Ouija board since I'm good. Oh my god. Terrible. You gotta be like Flo, it's not Ghost LPs anymore, now it's Ghost Lips. Hear about the featherly flying creature with too much stuff they had to do? They were overburdened. Oh. Oh, the puns begin again. Ghost Lips, you want to smooch us? No, I don't want to smooch you. No. God, no. I'd smooch Flo. He sounds cute. He has a cute voice. I mean, depths, of course. But that's its own thing. I wish they had, like, some crazy-ass weapons or something we could buy. Alas, it's mostly just... No, do not sell the artifact evil mace that's probably going to possess the people that we sell it to. Bad idea, Ghost. Okay. We're just kind of taking the same procedure here as we did in the first game, where I'm keeping anything that's yellow and everything else I'm just vendoring it because I just don't care. And I mean, we'll hold on to like potions of healing and stuff, but that's gonna be about it. And we'll hold on to antidotes and like bombs. So on the ship sunbathing, Goldleaf is like, what you doing? And he says, getting my daily dose of vitamins. And then Goldleaf throws him overboard in his plate. Yes. Yes, 100%. Also, that's fucking terrible. Did not see that coming. Oh my god. Chat, why do you hurt me? I actually would like to just leave. I know there's an area transition over here. You did find a decent USB thermometer you could use. You might get that on stream temperature working. Oh, hell yeah. There you go. We could buy a bigger boat. And we can actually almost buy a bigger boat. How is it that sails cost almost as much as an entire fucking boat? I like big boats. I am 100% a boat man. You like, I wish you could see their like the gear slots for the ships, unless all of the ships have the same gear slots. Ah, Apple sales, that'll do it. Yeah, I think I'm gonna save money, and if we're gonna upgrade, I don't want to just jump to a Voyager, because like we're so close to being able to get a Dow. And then we'll eventually need to hire more crew and stuff. Alright. Man, I don't really care about any of these other guys. Alright, cool. I don't suppose we can go to the metalwork? I think the metalworker was a weaponsmith in here. And I know there's that one dude that sells like rare shit. Welcome back, Zico. You could get them cheaper if they're no.
If you need iron or steel, maybe even something lighter, I've got plenty in stock.
Oh, that's right. We can upgrade our items into that great sword here. We also have Queen's Rule, which doesn't really seem too interesting to me. Lover's Embrace is a dagger. I did not mean to exit out of that. All right, I'm gonna save.
If you need iron or
and let's see what these things turn
Nakira,
into.
When you swing this beauty, you must make sure to tell your foes that Mahiri sent you.
I just want to see what this
Whispers
is.
Of the endless paths.
Oh,
A
ZZCo.
most brooding
Okay,
and gloomful
I can do
weapon,
that.
I say. May it chop your enemies into fine pieces for the delight of Tongaloa.
All right, what is this? Whispers of the Endless Paths. Damage shit. Oh, it's because it's Aloth and he's weak. Okay, its damage is also still bad. Okay. Two-handed attacks in a cone. It has increased reach. Huh. So it's got range 1.3. Good lord, airport. Good lord. So it has 30% extra reach on it, but the damage, it's like half the damage of his just regular greatsword. On launch, it was overpowered due to its cone ability. Yeah, I see that. Being able to damage like a bunch of enemies would be nice. It is an AoE. I don't know what can we enchant this thing? Heavy blade, spinning assault, or run through. Kills a target, knocking them down and making them bleed, and then strikes all nearby targets. I'll never remember to do that. Plus 2% recovery time. Ooh, minus 2% recovery time. Stacking 10 times, that's pretty good. And then offensive parry. Deflection against melee weapons. Counterattack enemies when missed in melee. Really? You're Tolkien and you're good. God, Noelle, that's actually clever, but also damn. I think I'm gonna give this thing an offensive parry. Well, now we're broke again. We'll see how this works. That is a big damn sword. That's like a proper one, like a Zweihander. You even got like the leather wrapped grip for short swording it. Nice. All right, cool. Upgrades get. Now let us leave and never speak of this place again.
He does do that with his hands.
Want to know how he gets it out of the back
It's
sheath?
his belly book that scares the lad. Or maybe 'tis notch in his wee finger.
I mean, the sheath it looked like only went up like maybe like a third of the blade's length, so you'd be able to whip it out. I was happy to join a new community because you can rerun your entire 3 year of saved puns and jokes. I respect that, but also that tells me what I have in store, and that scares me. All right, so where are we going for the main quest? Hasongo can be found to the west of Nekataka. There is Hasongo. All right. The city seems fair, but something shifts on the horizon. The Deadfire Sea is calm, and chat cuts smoothly across its surface, gulls trailing in the craft's wake. At the wheel, Bodil whistles quietly to himself. Arena and Ikwick stand near the starboard rail, quietly discussing the safest course to your destination. Chat creaks as it crosses the waves. We're gonna enjoy the fine weather. A breeze tugs at your clothes as the salt-laced air shifts. A long gray line stretches across the horizon. It seems to shimmer like the air on a hot day. Arena's nose wrinkles as the sailor stares into the distance. No storm that. Too low and growing too fast. A quiet rumble rolls across the sea as the line grows. A massive swell of water barreling towards chat. Oh, that's not good. I don't think we're big enough to go straight over that way. Let's celebrate. Oh. Right to be scared of incoming lightning strikes of jokes when you hear the punder. Man. That's clever, but also my head hurts. Keep at an angle to that big bastard. Don't let it roll us. Despite the crew's efforts, the wave continues to rise to one side of the ship even as it vanishes from the other. The deck's angle moves ever nearer vertical. Whether the ship breaks through the wave or the wave breaks over it, the result is the same. Thousands of gallons of water slamming across the hull with wood-rending force. Oh, just some damage. Okay. The swell moves past, leaving the sea heaving its wake. As chat steadies, you regain your feet and take stock of the damage. Bodil clings to the wheel like it might fly away. What in good God's name was that? Arena groans from behind a cargo crate that pinned the poor sailor against the hull. The crew moves to bind the mariner's wounds. Arena was injured. Ikwick frowns out across the calming sea. Came from the southeastern Deadfire, Captain. Around Tikawara, if I had to guess. Or the Black Isles. Maybe there was an eruption or a quake or something. Alright. Chat sails on. Ghost just bans his whole chat and starts over. Don't tempt me. Don't tempt me, Hila. Now, I feel you on that, Noelle, absolutely. Like, that is, to me, one of the most attractive things. One of the things that I find most attractive about people is people that are, like, quick-witted. Because, yeah, it makes just even casual conversation, like, a good time. Okay, so we found Hasongo. I guess we might as well wing in and see what's going on. Next, I will be white. Let's play. Exactly. We're back, and whiter than ever. I visited this place.
A crop of new sailors.
Oh, we actually had voice acting for that. Maya surveys the wreckage of Hasongo, betraying no clear emotion.
Guess the sharpshooting lesson was wasted. Should have spent that time talking about home.
I mean, what are bullets gonna do against the god? Know anything about this place that could help us?
I didn't stay long. We sailed north for target practice, then circled back.
Walter White, a necromancer. Oy. Maya frowns, tapping her foot until Ishiza comes closer.
Should have kept going.
Okay, we'll do whatever we can to avenge them. Nodding, Maya strikes a salute to the ruins of Hasongo. She holds that position for a lingering moment, then stands at ease with a sigh.
I don't get this at all. There was a Dawnstar settlement on Hasongo.
Adair kicks at a few splinters of shattered wood strewn across the path.
The place got trampled just the same.
What he's doing must be so important now. It doesn't seem to matter who he hurts, he does as he pleases.
All over again. Only now we know it really is Aethys behind it. I'll tell you one thing. When we catch up to that unstoppable god statue, me and him are gonna have words.
Yeah, Adair, I'm sure that'll end well.
All right. It looks like he was headed to that light. Honestly.
Oh boy. Oh, we have like some Nagas.
Can't get
Okay.
a clean hit.
Except they're Yuan-Ti, but yeah. Yeah, exactly. Let's go stop the unstoppable thing. Let's go fight a god. How bad could it be? Well, you bet your asses we're going into the storage tower. There's probably loot to be had. Oh, or victims. Boo. An Uama woman whirls towards you, her eyes wide and wild. Her uniform is disheveled as if it was from several days' wear, and her breath comes in rapid gasps. With her are a few wounded soldiers and a huddle of commoners in dirt-stained farmers' smocks.
Shut the door, quick, before the Naga get in.
It's already closed, but her glazed eyes seem to be staring beyond it. The soldiers look up too, their faces drawn with pain and exhaustion, their eyes rimmed red and gray. It's all right, I'm here to help.
We're the finest soldiers and cannoneers in Aora. We don't need anything.
Her hand starts to tremble. There's something unusual about her brittle confidence, a distant stare and shaking hand. You saw it plenty of times in your old life as a mercenary. She's suffering the aftershocks of battle.
Captain, 2 places I've seen that look. Healers' tents and exceptional brothels. This is neither.
She blinks at you as if seeing you for the first time.
Wait, you're not the reinforcements. There are supposed to be reinforcements.
I come on the authority of all powers in Nekataka. The wounded soldier almost leaps to his feet.
So, was this destruction the work of the Valians? Or maybe a trick of the Wada Queen?
His eyes dart wildly around the room. He's no better off than Zahira. Calm down and tell me what happened here. She closes her eyes, but her hands are still shaking. Maya cocks her head and listens.
The first thing was the Colossus. It showed up a few days ago, a week ago. I can't be sure. But it was huge.
glowed like luminous Audra.
Her eyes start to glaze over again, and she stares into the distance, her mouth slightly open. Her wounded companion, meanwhile, is staring suspiciously at the farmers. They shrink from his gaze. That was Aethys!
That monster that killed our people?
I suppose he does look like a monster from down here.
I told you, Zahira. The Godhammer scrambled their god, and now he's taking his revenge.
And the soldier looks pointedly at the huddled farmers. They look away, cheeks flushing and brows perspiring.
Much as I doubt that, none of my explanations fits any better.
There's a lot we don't know about his intentions.
It's no coincidence your Aethys shows up just as Latharn storms out.
He casts another poisonous glare at the farmers. But Zahira is stuck in her
The
memories.
Colossus was coming right for us. Fleetmaster Ko ordered the gunhawks and cannoneers to take up positions.
She catches herself breaking off with an ashamed grimace.
They fought. The rest of us were sent below, like cowards.
She looks down at her hands, which she has balled into trembling fists. Well, if you'd fought, you'd be dead too.
Wouldn't have taken someone from the living lands for a shirker.
He spits.
We don't flee. We don't hide.
She doesn't look at you as she speaks. She steels
I
herself.
heard cannon blasts, artillery fire. Felt the world shake. Then the water started coming in. We came back up, and the others were... I don't know. Like they'd been turned to ash. And the Colossus was walking away. The fort was flooding, where it had broken our walls, and the luminous Audra in the lighthouse had gone dark.
What about the Naga?
They skulked in after, once our walls were down. Those of us who were left fought. But those cowards moved through the sunken hallways. Ambushed us from below.
And those who survived ended up here. Both Zahira and the angry soldier look away in shame.
Those snakes are little more than animals. No match for trained Rauatayan warriors.
He snorts.
When the Hazanui's reinforcements get here, we'll strike back.
He trails off, his gaze distant at the scenarios of bloody vengeance no doubt playing in his mind's eye.
And build our walls back up so nothing gets through. And double our cannons, so we can destroy that Colossus if it ever comes back.
Yeah, good joke. This is a fortress. Surely you've got some way of fighting the Naga. She
The
bristles.
finest cannons and bombards in the archipelago. Why, you can barely walk the ramparts without...
As she remembers the destruction outside, her indignation fades away, and that distant look returns in her eyes.
There's still one. There must be one. They can't all have been destroyed. But you'll need a trained artillerist to aim it.
She nods, pulling herself back from the brink of panic.
The big guns and me are on friendly terms already, Captain.
Alright, where's this lighthouse?
On the western side of the fort. It's a true marvel, a monument to Rauatayan engineering.
Proof we can tame and transform this place, once we get rid of the scale bellies.
Is there anything else?
No!
Don't go back out there. You'll be safe here until reinforcements arrive.
Her throat makes a dry clicking sound as she swallows.
Just stay away from the water. Damn scale bellies are hiding down there. They'll ambush if you get close.
Sometimes you can see them, if you look carefully.
Okay. Asked my girlfriend to polish my medieval battle uniform while I go to the pub. She always said she wanted a knight in shining armor. Ugh. So bad. They've told me everything and now I can fireball them for XP. Exactly. You know how bad it is in Western RPGs, but in JRPGs you regularly kill gods. Yeah. I'm trying to think off the top of my head of like Western RPGs where you fight divinities.
Finish them!
And off the top of my head,
Might as well be hitting the water.
I don't know. Honestly, I really don't.
What have we here?
Corpse is hidden in the water. Throne of Ball. I mean, yeah, I guess like all the balls spawn and stuff.
too many. We shouldn't go in without a plan.
I mean, yeah, there's a couple over there. Only we had a cannon. Wouldn't call them god. Yeah, they're like demigod. Maybe not even like
Someone in my
demigods.
sights.
Demigod adjacent. Oh, this is some bullshit right here. All right, guys, go fuck them up.
You were saying?
A Loth just immediately goes down,
Right between the eyes.
as he does. Mephistopheles. I mean, are demon lords gods? Because if demon lords are gods, then yeah, that kind of changes things.
Speak freely. Ashiza, strike!
I like to think they are. Very true. Denim lord. Mods Banila.
Problem, Captain. Speak freely. I'm listening.
I'll take care of him.
Alright, a heavy brass bombard is perched atop the wall, pointing out to sea. From here you have a commanding view of the fortress. You know that swell of fatherly pride when you see a newborn? Getting my taste of it, Maya pats the hide of the weapon. Yeah, we're turning the bombard towards the cluster of Naga. You try, but it's stuck. Looking down, you notice gears attached to the rotating platform are rusted. Whoever was shirking their maintenance duty had better be among the casualties. Maya glowers at the sorry state of the platform. Brass for impact. God damn it. Chat. We'll try to be strong here. Apparently it's gold leaf or swell. How does Adair only have a might of 6? Oh, is it because they're wounded? No. Maybe. Alright. Yeah, it hardly moves. The effort's so taxing, you wrench your shoulder. Swell was injured. But no, seriously. Why are you guys' stats? Oh, we have curses on us. Curse of Atrophy. Oh, that's from that fucking Shrine of Atrophy that we got into it with ages ago. Well, fuck it. Let's have a nappy nap then. Solve that problem. Yeah. Full-fledged warrior has baby hands. Yeah. Alright, how about now? We looking a little better. There we go. Now we got like, yeah, some 16s. I love that Gold Leaf is stronger than Swell. Alright, examine the platform. Let's rotate it. Oh my god, it hardly moves. Continue. Adair. Gold Leaf. Jesus. Okay, do we have ammo? It's also not loaded and we need ammo. Alright. See, do I have anything that'll crank up my might? I might. I may. +4 might. Here we go. But we can only cast it in combat. Dang it! I don't suppose I have any, like, I probably don't have any potions because I vendor them all. Yeah. Need to grease the, no, we confirmed in, God, what was it? Wizardry 7? The Swell's mustache is at all times coated in a thick layer of marshmallows. An entire section of the wall has been smashed, leaving the chasm of jagged rubble below. Broken planks and battlements jut from the opposite side of the break. All right, we'll throw a grapple across. Swell can do that. All right, and we can cross. We shimmy across. We also, oh god, we did establish swell. I had stricken that from my memory, Celt. Holy shit. A little bit annoyed how they tried to not make might a strength stat, but every might check is suspicious. Yeah. Like, what, they shouldn't have called it might. They should have called it, like, prowess or something. I see what they're doing, and, like, I like the ability score system in this game a lot, that, like, every ability score is useful for basically everybody. But yeah, I think it's just a kind of a case of they were still clinging pretty closely to, like, old D&D-isms. Because, yeah, they should have called it Wambo, Moxie, Chutzpah, Strength. That's Dungeon Man's. Dungeon Man's calls strength, strength. The stairs descend to a flooded hallway. The water is clear and the passage seems to continue for quite a ways. We are not swimming in that passage, game. Cooking fat and some vegetables. Alright, I guess we are going into this. Chutzpah, there we go. Prowess, wouldn't that be proficiency or something? I mean, it's like an offensive stat. It's like, you know, for increasing your damage and stuff, so that would make sense, right? The more prowess you have, the more effective a combatant you are. But you can also kind of big dick energy. Jesus Christ. We swim. As the passage begins to grow dim and the water cloudy, you reach an intersection where the walls are spiderwebbed with cracks. The hall continues to the left and to the right. The way on the left is dark. There's a faint glow to your right, but still, dark shapes obstruct the passage. Let's orient ourselves. Your finely honed sense of direction tells you that the hall to the right leads west, while the route to the left seems to bend southeast back toward the docks. Let's go right. You pull yourself past the corner and into a labyrinth of carnage. Debris from half-collapsed walls, shattered barricades clogs the tunnels. Corpses weighed down by armor and bloated with decay bob and hover in the open spaces. You kick off the rubble and propel yourself forward. Even so, the way forward is more taxing than you'd thought. Swim forward. Partial success. You press on. Goldleaf appears to struggle, but by the time you notice, it's too late to turn back. The exit is still a gray blur when you see the panic in Goldleaf's eyes. You grab one of their trembling arms and pull your companion towards the light. You reach a wood-paneled wall with a ruined green banner when you see the exit on your right. You push towards it. Once out of the water, Goldleaf doubles over and vomits a mouthful of seawater, trembling with exhaustion. Goldleaf was injured. Hell yeah, we're dipping into the water. The CH is enunciated the same way you would as if you were hawking to spit. Nah, I think I'm just gonna keep it as chutzpah. I don't need to be hacking into my microphone. It's like just a bunch of random supply in here, nothing too interesting. Old stiff hand protrudes from the rubble, oh my god. Hila, stay away from it.